Okay, so to continue using the method of elimination, sometimes we have to multiply our equations. And so what I end up doing is I look at like the x's and I ask myself, the smaller one, will it multiply to the bigger one? And on this case, the answer is no. So then I look at the y's and I go to the smaller one and I have to ask myself, can I get 5 to 15? And the answer is yes there. So that means I only have to multiply one of my equations. Downside or upside is we already have different signs, right? Positive 15, negative 5. So I just need to multiply by a positive 3. And so my two new equation, or not two new, but my new equation, I keep the first one, negative 2x plus 15y equals negative 32. That one stays. And now we're going to take 3 times 7, which is 21x. 3 times negative 5, which is a negative 15y equals, and then 3 times 17 is 51. From here, we add together. So 21 minus 2 is 19. So I have 19x. My y's will go away. And 51 minus 32 is also 19. Divide both sides by 19 and x will equal 1. But I'm not done. I need to find y. So I'm going to take that x and I'm going to plug it into one of the originals. Doesn't matter which. I'm going to go with the 7x minus 5. So 7 times 1 minus 5y equals 17. So we're going to have 7 minus 5y equals 17. I'm going to subtract the 7. So I have negative 5y equals 10. Divide by a negative 5, y will equal negative 2. From here, I'm going to, so I checked this one, or I plugged it into the 7x, so I'm going to check it in my other equation. So I'm going to do negative 2 times 1 plus 15 times negative 2, and that should give us a negative 32. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2, plus 15 times negative 2 is going to be negative, and that's going to be 30 equals negative 32. Both of them are negative, so we'll add and keep the sign, so we end up with negative 32 equals negative 32. And so our answer, written as a coordinate point, is 1 comma negative 2. So it's a lot of solving equations. It is just remembering what to do next and how to do it. But with these standard form equations, elimination is your best bet. So here we're going to look at this next one. I go to the 3 and I ask myself, can I multiply it by a whole number to get to the 4? The answer is no. I'm going to look at the 2. Is there a way I can multiply the 2 to get to a 3? Can't do that either. So in this case, I have to multiply both equations. So I'm going to choose the 2 and the 3. And so I'm going to multiply the top by 3 and the bottom by 2. And then I have to make one of them negative. And so I'm going to make the 2 negative. All right, so 3 times 3 is 9x. 3 times 2, sorry, that's the cat. 3 times 2 is 6y, and 3 times 1 is 3. Negative 2 times 4 is negative 8x. Negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6y, and negative 2 times a negative 2 gives us a positive 4. From here we add, so we end up with x, these go away, equals 7. So we know that x equals 7. And then from here I'm going to plug that into one of the originals. So I'm going to do 3 times 7 plus 2y equals 1. So that's 21 plus 2y equals 1. Subtract the 21, we get 2y equals a negative 20. Divide by 2 and y would equal negative 10. And then from here, because I checked in the 3x plus 2y, I'm going to check in the 4x plus 3y. So 4 times 7 plus 3 times negative 10 should equal a negative 2. And so 4 times 7 is 28 minus 30, because 3 times a negative 10 is negative 30, equals a negative 2. 28 minus 30 is negative 2. So negative 2 equals negative 2. So as an ordered pair, I've got 7 comma negative 10, and that is my answer. So I highly suggest, and remember, this check can happen in the calculator. Sorry, I lost my pen there. This check happens in the calculator. You don't have to write it out like I'm writing it out, but I highly suggest checking, because then you know whether you have the right answer or not as you go. All right, last system of equations. We're going to solve this. All right, so as I'm looking, can I get the 1 to a 2? I can, and I could also get the 3 to a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and eliminate my x's, because I think I've been eliminating a lot of y's. So we're going to multiply the bottom by a negative 2. It has to be negative so that we have the same number, different signs. So I'm going to rewrite 2x plus 6y equals 18. Then we're going to subtract. So we're multiplying by negative 2. So negative 2x, negative 2 times 3 is a negative 6y, and a negative 2 times 9 is a negative 18. So 2 minus 2 is 0. 6 minus 6 is 0. So I got 0 on this side. And 18 minus 18 is 0. So this is a true statement. Therefore, this is infinitely, and I can't spell tonight, many solutions. Yeah, I'm not sure why I'm putting an E in there. All right, infinitely many solutions. Now, if you get 0 equals a number, or number equals, well, actually, mostly will be 0 equals a number, but a number equals 0, then that's a no solution. So like we said before, false statements are no solution. Now, I do want you to be careful. If you have a number with a variable and that's equal to 0, that means that x equals 0. So completely two different things, so just be careful of it. That is what I have for us this evening.